Hello, my name is Alexia Billiard, and along with Gary Washington, Tanja Dotson, and Pete Crawley, we are Team 2, the Quad. Today we'll present our group case study case on Qualtrics. Ryan Smith, the CEO, started Qualtrics, an online survey company, in 2002 in the basement of his parents' house in Utah. As a startup with limited means, the decision to implement an inside sales team when Qualtrics first entered the market was a pretty simple one. First, sales teams are expensive. The new company simply did not have the money nor the time to invest in the implementation of a field sales team, which would require money for securing personnel, travel, and entertainment. Implementing a low-cost sales model that did not require face-to-face meetings was vital to quickly securing key clients in the beginning. Second, the use of information technology, such as video conferencing, was a tool that enabled the team to effectively conduct sales meetings while also helping to guide customers through the navigation of the software products that they were selling in real time. Third, customers have become more at ease with conducting business transactions via telephone and online, so the need to evolve to a field sales model was no longer needed, even though other SaaS companies heavily relied on the field sales model. Early on, Ryan Smith was also able to leverage his inside sales tactics with a customer acquisition approach to broaden the number of contacts and departments he engaged with in certain organizations such as institutes of higher learning. Thereby, he created a pipeline for securing larger enterprise deals through smaller wins. The inside sales model proved to be quite victorious for Qualtrics. Next, we have my colleague Gary Washington, who will provide an assessment of Qualtrics' 7 core elements that led to its sales strategy success.
Thank you, Alexia. Hello, my name is Gary Washington, and I want to talk about Qualtrics' 7 strategies. Starting with the inside sales only model, which involved reaching as many customers as possible at a low cost. They use information technology like the telephone and video conferencing. This strategy involves no face-to-face selling. And then you had the fit-based recruiting, which includes seeking people who excelled in academics with a high GPA, who also shared company long-term vision and was also a good fit for their culture. These people lived abroad or away from their home state. They later start recruiting people who are diverse and with various backgrounds. So the next one is aggressive variable compensation plan, which involved paying salespeople low fixed salary, which was $2,000 a month with high variable uncapped commission, 10% of the revenue. It also offered sales reps occasional informal spot rewards as incentives for extraordinary achievements, which resulted in strong loyalty. In addition, they received overachievement commission up to 20% of the revenue. And then you have the tiered sales structure where a salesperson was promoted to team lead who demonstrated excellence in sales and people management. They received a higher fixed salary and additional commission on sales team's performance. They also developed a veteran sales career path for experienced sales reps with exceptional ability who did not want to be a lead. Next, we have the scientific approach to selling. To improve efficiency, leadership would meet with a team to get feedback and use personal analysis to develop a diagnostic model for the sales process. The model included 6 stages. You have the transition rate, answer rate, set rate, show up rate, conversion rate, and win rate. This was an indicator of how sales reps were doing at each stage. And then you have the bottom-up Trojan horse customer acquisition process. It was a customer acquisition scheme that targeted customers in different departments at a university, and later they used the same approach with businesses. And that leads us to radical transparency, which involved having a transparent and one culture and open culture that included the Odoo system. This system allowed management employees to access employees' performance metrics, goals, career history, and by doing so, it held everyone accountable. It also helped with onboarding new employees as well as identifying employees' training needs. It helped to determine if they were a good fit for the company. Now, I do believe the strategy was a good one because of its transparency and open culture, which helped build cooperation. It also helps strengthen relational power by changing closed spaces to more invited spaces, resulting in salespeople working towards a common vision. And next, I'd like to turn this over to Tanja. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Great job, by the way. So I'll be tackling question 3. So as in the reading, we saw that Ryan and his team at Qualtrics effectively scaled the inside sales only model, yet only to be later faced with conflict with some of the salespeople. Based on that, he had to incorporate a field sales function to mitigate the tension. But before we can answer the question, we first have to look at the pros and cons of inside and field sales. So, as we look at the inside and field sales, we can see that there's pros and cons for both. And as with Qualtrics, they were able to use the inside sales model because it was scalable, cost efficient, they had more control. All the salespeople were in-house, so it was easier to collaborate. And they also used the CRM platform. But there were some cons. They were not able to reach the larger enterprise customers. Now that's where the field sales comes into play. If you're able to do that face-to-face selling, you're able to build stronger relationships with your customers, and you're also able to close your deals quicker. And you're able to interact with large enterprise customers and deal with complex accounts as well. But the cons is it's expensive and you lose control over your activities. So after examining both, it would be beneficial for an organization to incorporate a field sales function into a sales model, but not lose the inside sales model structure. But however, by adding the field sales function, we can reconsider the 7 core elements of sales strategy. 4 of the 7 should be reevaluated by adding a field sales function to the sales model. Therefore, this can also provide an opportunity to have a hybrid salesperson. Now I'll hand it over to Pete to close us out and address question 4.
Thank you, Tanja. My name is Pete Crowley. My job was to tackle question 4, which was looking into SAP's acquisition that occurred a couple of years ago and really finding out why that acquisition is beneficial for both parties. So Qualtrics was acquired by SAP in 2019 for $8 billion. SAP, founded in 1972, they're headquartered in Waldorf, Germany, and they actually took Qualtrics public on the NASDAQ earlier this year in January 2021. So from this acquisition, really both SAP and Qualtrics benefit. Qualtrics at the time really looking to expand their multinational presence, and what better partner than SAP, who is the 3rd largest publicly traded software company in the world by revenue. If you take out America, they are the largest. So really what Qualtrics is able to do with that partnership is tack onto existing relationships that SAP has with many businesses, organizations, and SAP is really already integrated into that business intelligence system. Ryan Smith highlighted this in the text in the case study, telling us how important it was. Let's say he was going after a university, to get in with one of the schools at the university, and then that made it much easier to expand out and use that existing user as a reference to expand to kind of further into that university. So really that same mindset, that same strategy holds even stronger with this acquisition that we see with SAP. Now the benefits for SAP, it does have a vast product offering. I'm sure everybody looked into that. And really with Qualtrics, that experience management allows SAP to just further broaden their product offering for their customers. And that concludes the presentation for us, Team 2, the Quad. We hope you found some good insights with our presentation, our breakdown, and we hope to learn some unique perspectives from all of you as well. Thanks for watching.